everybody, I'm Samantha Shocker. Welcome to Pop Trigger. No, I'm Brett, and I have a story. And yeah, you might know in the news that Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow are in the middle of separating from each other, but they want to be, they want a healthy breakup. And so what they're doing is trying to slowly get apart without having too much negative effect on their family. And so TMZ caught them outside of Katsuya in Brentwood the other day, and they were touching each other's faces and saying goodbye in a very happy way. Now, the question is this the right way to break up? Well, I was actually at Katsuya and sat next to them.
What?
That's true.
Pop Trigger investigates?
Pop Trigger investigates. Whoosh. Pop Trigger investigates. And I'm sure they could put in a whip sound. Anyway, I was there, and I saw them. Chris came in after Gwyneth and the family was there already and gave her a kiss on the forehead and said it was very nice. And throughout the meal, the kids were on daddy's lap and then they were on mommy's lap and they were laughing and having a great time together, all against the backdrop of the fact that daddy is with Jennifer Lawrence. So what do you guys think about this breakup? Is it healthy? Do you believe it? Thoughts, 5 words or less.
A sky full of bullshit.
Ooh.
They're cold playing this well.
Good one.
Yes, I'm for conscious uncoupling.
Yeah.
I got the poop on goop.
That was good. I love the fact that you were like full on spying. I love it so
weird.
much. I love it. I envision it. I see like the menu like this, and you're doing this a lot. Is that how it went down?
So here's the thing. Now, I have a question for you. What do you do when someone makes eye contact with you when you're like staring at them? Like, let's say you were spying on them.
I cough.
Do you do so? So Sam, look at that, and
okay. I'm looking over here. Okay.
Okay, and now they caught you. I'll show you what I do.
I think I do.
I'll show you what I do. I'm gonna start staring here. After a 2-second pause, come to this camera and I'll show you. I don't know, I just feel like the two of you guys are so fun together. You see what I did? They caught me
as in
on
you were in
this,
thought
and
process.
as though I was in a different thought, and I immediately start a sentence while still staring at this person, and then I come over.
But you know what that tells me? That tells me that you do this a lot, therefore you have this in your back pocket, okay?
All the time.
Oh.
And instantly, they feel like the weirdo who was looking at you while you were in the middle of a deep thought.
Perhaps you should even be like, God, that person's staring at me, and then go into your combo.
You stand up and go, that is not appropriate! Stop looking at me, Gwyneth.
So what about this conscious uncoupling now?
People should be so lucky to do
Yeah,
that.
who can actually have a happy breakup? It's such bullshit.
You gotta think about the kids, though.
No, totally. And I think when they're around the kids and when they're in public, like, it's gotta be something different. Like, come on, someone's calling someone an ass at some point. And I think it's Chris calling her one, because let's be real here.
I felt like such a creep watching that video. But when you're talking about it, because you were there in the booth next to them, like, you had no choice. Like, you were next to them, you saw it happening, and you're like being nice about it, and you're saying, oh, they were very loving to each other, and that's nice. But like watching the TMZ video on this article made me feel like shit for watching it, because it was like the paparazzi guy was running after him, and then they're driving away, and then Chris has to run down the street to say goodbye.
But they also went to Katsuya. Not to say that they deserve that by any means. They should be able to go to wherever the hell they want to go. But Katsuya are always parked right out front of that restaurant. I think this, in my opinion, was a stunt for them to show the world that they are successful at conscious uncoupling, and that's what I think.
Maybe.
Why would they go to Katsuya and be running up and down the street? There's a backdoor entrance there too.
That was not Blythe Danner, her mom. There was like another woman there. So
but
good.
It wasn't her?
No. But here's the thing. Part of me feels like there's like this justice where like they're so happy. They have such blessed lives. Why should their breakup be good? Have you guys ever had a breakup and you're like, oh my gosh, because maybe you have shared friends and maybe you don't have kids, but shared friends and you have to slowly uncouple?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What were you thinking? Well, I was thinking that it'd probably be okay because Ross hasn't gone out with Rachel in 5 years.
Or you just lose all of your friends.
Yeah. No, I've had to slowly uncouple. It was weird because we wanted the end goal of being friends. And we also had a dog together. And so we took a little time apart, but then we slowly built on that friendship again. And it was really tough. And then we ended up not working out. And then I had another friend, Brian, where it took some time and we transitioned, and now we're still good friends to this day. So I think you got to be aware of it, and I think you have to be honest too, that there are gonna be moments where it is gonna hurt. there is going to be some weird things that come up, and you just got to address it and think of the end result.
Yeah, I think everyone's got their own way of breaking up and dealing with the situation. So for people to like call them out and say conscious uncoupling is bullshit, well, you don't know, you're not in their relationship. And like I said, we're not all so lucky to like have that opportunity to end it on a good note. Like most of them end terribly. That's just the way it is.
And if I was a kid, I would want to see my mom and dad still affectionate and loving each other. That's such a great example to impose on your children.
Totally.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they're all so adorable. They just seem, in this time when I'm sure it's very complicated, at least in the restaurant, he's not an actor, he's just a musician. It seemed like pretty genuinely like healthy. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us all out on Tumblr at The Real Pop Trigger, also on Instagram at The Real Pop Trigger, and we'll see you all next time on, what was the name of the show again?
I think it's called Pop Trigger.
Pop Trigger.